Hello and welcome to Philosophy Vibe, the channel where we discuss and debate different philosophical ideas. Today we're going to be looking into some metaethical theories and giving a brief explanation of each. Fantastic! So, metaethics is the study of moral language, an in-depth analysis of moral properties and values. Unlike normative ethics, it does not look into how we should behave and what the moral actions are, but rather it questions what morality actually is. What do we mean by good and evil? Does morality exist and how can it be discovered? Fascinating. The first theory to look at is moral realism. This is the idea that there exists such a thing as objective moral values. Morality exists in the external world and we can see and recognize it. Morality is just as real as mathematics or science. Right, so this is in opposition to moral anti-realism. This is the idea that there does not exist any objective moral values. Morality does not function like science or maths. It is nothing more than a personal opinion, not an objective truth. Then we have the concepts of cognitive ethics. This focuses on moral language. Cognitive ethics believes that moral statements are truth-apt, so all moral statements express propositions which are either true or false. So, when someone makes a moral statement, like stealing is wrong, this is a factual statement. The statement is subject to cognition and it is either true or false. Cognitive ethics would tend to side with moral realism as it sees morality as something objective and factual. Moral language can be seen as true or false. Right, so the opposite of this would be non-cognitivism. This argues that moral statements are meaningless statements. When one utters a moral statement, they are not saying anything that is subject to cognition. What they are saying is neither true nor false, but just meaningless. A meaningless statement is one that is not truth-apt. It is just a personal opinion. So, a statement like, stealing is wrong, is just someone saying, I personally dislike stealing. There is no objective fact in this statement, just an opinion. Non-cognitivism tends to lean towards the anti-realist position. Ethical naturalism is another term that is used. Now, ethical naturalism is a cognitive view. It believes moral statements are truth-apt, and the discovery of whether a moral statement is true or false is done through natural properties. By natural properties, we mean something empirical and natural. Pleasure and pain are often used as natural properties to judge whether something is morally right or wrong. If someone says physical abuse is wrong, and we can see that physical abuse causes pain, then we can factually verify that the statement is correct and physical abuse is wrong. The opposing side to this is ethical non-naturalism. This is still a cognitive theory, but it claims that no natural term can ever define morality, and we can see good reason why. Pleasure and pain are not universal indicators of good and bad. However, even though moral statements cannot be verified through natural ways, we can verify them through non-natural ways. By non-natural, we mean something almost metaphysical or spiritual. A moral intuition is often used by non-naturalists, something we have, an innate ability that allows us to recognize right and wrong and verify moral statements. Ethical subjectivism is a very interesting one. Now, ethical subjectivism claims that morality is subjective. Right and wrong, good and evil are not universal truths, but down to individual opinion and feeling. So initially, this seems like an anti-realist position. However, the ethical subjectivist claims that moral statements are in fact propositions. Moral statements are truth-apt, and the truth or falsity is verified by the person saying them. So, if I say stealing is wrong and I genuinely believe that stealing is wrong, then this becomes a factual statement. Or if, for example, a society as a whole believes that stealing is wrong, then the statement stealing is wrong in that society or culture becomes a factually true statement. So, ethical subjectivism becomes a cognitive yet anti-realist position. Error theory is also interesting in a similar way. Error theory argues that all moral language is truth-apt. Error theory is then a cognitive theory. However, at the same time, it argues that all moral statements are false. Any moral statement we make is incorrect. It is in error. So in a sense, no morality exists objectively, making error theory a cognitive yet anti-realist position. And finally, we can look at moral skepticism. Similar to error theory, it just claims that moral facts cannot ever be known. It is impossible to ever attain moral knowledge. Whether moral language is cognitive, whether morality is realist, it doesn't matter, as we can never know. We can never be sure, so it is irrelevant to ever think or talk about. No one does have or can have any moral knowledge. Interesting. So there you have it, defining the metaethical terms. We've done a bunch of videos debating the different metaethical theories, so make sure you check them out. We also have all the scripts compiled into the Metaethics ebook available on Amazon, so if you are studying metaethics you will find this ebook useful, and of course your purchase will be helping out this channel. The link is in the description. But that's all the time we have for now. Thank you for watching, we hope you enjoyed the vibe, and where do you all sit in the metaethics spectrum? Are you a realist, anti-realist, cognitivist, non-cognitivist, a naturalist, a subjectivist, or a skeptic? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like and share, and please subscribe for more philosophical debates. Take care, and we'll see you all soon. Bye bye.